To having a whole meme made out of BrainRots to skyrocketing the Roblox game space, this is the rise of Roblox BrainRots. If you have watched me, you know I make videos on Roblox, but for the people who don't play the game, Roblox is a game where you can build your own game or even play others. Roblox is a very massive game and has millions of players worldwide playing it, but we don't need to go in further detail. So let's go back in time to early 2025 when people were still saying chicken jockey. Right around this time, Italian BrainRots are rising as a global phenomenon. These videos were put on Insta, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and really any short content. But what is a BrainRot? A BrainRot means content online of low quality. This has been used for years and is content that is just useless, even mind-numbing. When you think of a BrainRot, you think of this right here, or at least one of these. I know most people would think of Tung 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 Sahur, but that is currently being copyrighted right now. What did Roblox devs do when they heard about this new trend? They hopped on Roblox Game Creator and made a game about Italian BrainRots. Roblox turned into an Italian BrainRot this, Italian BrainRot that. Everything on Roblox switched to making anything with Italian BrainRots. Roblox is primarily played by kids, so the kids kept eating this up, and this ended up giving us these slot games on Roblox. The biggest Italian BrainRot game was Steal a BrainRot, developed by Spider Sammy under Do Big Studios. This game was created on March 15th, 2025. The success was crazy. They managed to get millions of players playing it worldwide. So how do you play Steal a BrainRot? So in this video, it's just a little bit of gameplay, but playing Steal a BrainRot is just going over, buying yourself BrainRots from that conveyor with a little bit of money, going to tend to it by, grabbing the money that it generates every second, and then just buying better and better BrainRots till you have a lot of money. There's also a thing where you can steal BrainRots from other people, which is kind of a cool concept, It makes getting money a lot quicker. But then there's also a style of you could get stolen from as well. So you have to go back to your base and lock your base, It's pretty boring of a game, I've already played this game before, mainly because I had voice chat. I was trying to just kind of mess with a little bit of kids, see if I could, make them angry. Which, yeah, you can make people pretty angry, And I feel like this game is actually pretty okay. Not the greatest. I would never tell somebody to play it. It's constant boringness, But other than that, this is the game that had almost 24 million people playing at one time. Yeah. The big question is, what do I think is going to happen with Italian BrainRot games? They're gonna fade. Do you remember Skibbity Toilet Tower Defense? I remember it. I was never a big Skibbity Toilet Tower Defense, and, that game fell off, I mean, it lasted a pretty long time, It was a pretty popular game, but it ended up, losing all of its player base. I don't know, it probably was, Italian BrainRot games that destroyed and ruined it, And it used to be pretty popular. It just, it literally just faded out of relevancy. That's what's gonna happen to Italian BrainRot games. Looking at the graph right now, alright, see these crazy numbers. 6 billion visits, 1 million likes, 1 million favorites, peak player count about 522,376 players playing. And then you look at the game now, and it shows 4.2 thousand playing. This is depressing, but it is the cycle of all trends of games, It's the cycle of, Steam games, You go over and you're playing a game I don't know, one of those slot games or friendship games, They hit 100k players, but as hard as they hit 100k, they go down hard, and it sucks to see, but it's you can't expect much from trends. You look at the trends of different people, it goes up and then down, You just gotta accept the fact. And that's what most people are going to have to accept. Most of all of these trends are going to be poof, gone, and it will just be another thing that we just used to do, you know? All right, so looking back at this game from when used to, I used to play it is a very lackluster term, you know, play the game. I think I got all these guys for free, but I didn't really play the game. Last time I remember, it's not looking like this, like all white, looking like it wasn't even made well, you know, like the road and stuff was off. Now we have a grow a toilet, evolutions, you know, the unit index. Like, this game looks highly made now. It's still rapper. Remember this? I don't really remember anything. Like, but I mean, like, still, like, it's kind of crazy that this game is all gone after being. This is really like, when they did do their trends, this was part of a trend. And got trait roll, AFK fall, gifts. This was on the screen. Training plaza, something over here. It's kind of crazy, you know? This is what this game comes into, and you can see a bunch of like noobs. So these are all probably kids that used to play Skibbity Toilet, still like the. Alright, the last thing I'm gonna say is trends will always die. No matter what, if you think it's gonna go far, keep going. Trends are always gonna die. The best thing to do, stay in the spotlight, capitalize on it, and just make it good. Alright, this is the last thing. I really appreciate if you made it to the end. Like, it means a lot to me. This is one of my biggest projects I've done. Like, I haven't really spent a whole lot of time, but like, this is my biggest project I've done. I know this isn't usually like what my normal stuff is, but I like to branch out. I like to do different stuff, and I'm just gonna say thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate watching this. Comment beans so I know you watched it. Thank you guys. Bye.